the first big story of the night. This is one that's non-controversial, but of course, today, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson revealed Black Adam's release date. This is one that a lot of people have been waiting for. It had an original release date, I believe, of this year, December of this year. They are going into production pretty soon. They are going to make this movie here pretty soon, but it's still having trouble getting off the ground. And I think this has a lot to do with Warner Brothers in general. I don't think it's just COVID. I think Warner Brothers, I don't know. I mean, The Rock is a pretty big force to reckon with. And I think, I'm hearing rumors that he wants to bring in Henry Cavill, that, put that in like a pocket universe of what's going on with DC. That whole thing's a mess right now. The whole thing is crazy with Restore the Snyderverse and whether or not we're going to get more. And I think right now, The Rock is the person that everyone should be focusing on to push that message through, because him and Henry Cavill do in fact share the same agent. So I do think that will be the thing. Actually, H Bart's here, $5. Says, you think Dwayne can get Warner Brothers to let Henry Cavill come back? Yes, I do. I actually really do on that one, because The Rock has enough power. While I have made the joke that I don't think he's a movie star, he is definitely an entertainer. He is definitely a star, and he definitely has pull. So I think if anyone can restore the Snyderverse, it's going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because all he has to do, and this is what fans should be pushing for, is he should go onto Instagram and go like #restore the Snyderverse. And if fans, I'm saying if he tweeted out or he put on Instagram "restore the Snyderverse," and I don't believe he has, that would break the internet. That would be the key thing, because then you've got the star of your new movie, who is a big worldwide sensation, who is buddies with Zack and buddies with Henry. And he's like, restore the Snyderverse. That's going to be something that Ann Sarnoff is going to be like, Hamada and Emmerich are going to be, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't actually do that. They're going to do that sort of thing, because they really don't have much else to go on here. And this is, so if you want, and this is the thing, if you want to see the future of the Snyderverse, I understand 1.5 million tweets, man. That's awesome. I know there's been people out there that are like, the toxic fans are the review bombing Godzilla v Kong. What, 25 shitty reviews on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that? 25, the toxic 1.5 million tweets. 25 people have left a negative comment. 25. Okay. Yeah, sure. Fine. You want to run on that narrative? I think we can really, oh my God, that is the stupidest thing. This is honestly one of the reasons why I want to push Hollywood After Dark as much as I want to, because I, honest to God, am so tired of these clickbait journalists that are just pushing this stuff. And we need some accountability, and we need some authenticity, and we need some passion, and we need some righteousness. And I think, this is something that we fans have to do. But anyway, so The Rock did reveal everything today, and he did so at first by posting this.
5,000 years ago, Kahndaq was a melting pot of cultures, wealth.
So he posted this, and this is the reveal from DC Fandom, and he was letting everybody know something is coming. Something is happening. Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned, fans of Black Adam. Stay tuned. We're going to get some information, motherfuckers, and that's what's going to happen today. So he dropped this little teaser. And it's a cool little teaser. I want to make sure not to get, I've already gotten copyright claim from Warner Brothers twice. One more and I lose my channel. I got to be careful. Warner Brothers, this is considered fair use. I am commenting over this thing from last summer. But on Instagram, he did then go on and drop this reveal, which I'm not going to lie. This looks pretty cool. This is him in Times Square.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he did. He just, he had this reveal, this like 5-second reveal playing in Times Square. Look, I mean, the audio is kind of shit, but it was pretty cool nonetheless, because when you think about it, it's like he was in Times Square in New York, and all of a sudden there's just like a ton of stuff out there, right? A ton of things. Just his voice everywhere, and everyone's hearing it. And like the God himself is speaking down to mortal man. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the anti-hero Black Adam, is coming to you. July 29th, 2022. And that's a significant date, by the way. All right. Yes, yes, Jack, I see that. Yeah. Watch out. Warner Bros. Is going to clap my cheeks. Probably. It's why I'm going to let it sit over on this channel before I upload it to the other one. But the way I view it is this. That's a cool ass reveal, for one. I'm very happy that he got his reveal like that, because it shows you that he's taking it seriously and that he's going to promote it. And we know that when it comes to Warner Brothers, their marketing is terrible. We know this. This isn't even up for debate at this point in time. It's terrible stuff. So it's going to be very cool to see what happens next with everything. So Andrew here, $5. Thank you so much. He says, do you think there's any validity to the mumblings that Dwayne is butting heads with Warner Brothers and is a fan of the Snyderverse? You know what, man? I would say honestly at this point, yeah, I do think that. And the reason why I do think that has everything to do with the fact that Dani Garcia is Henry Cavill's agent, and The Rock has been supportive of the Snyder Cut. He's openly stated he has wanted to go against Superman. He's wanted to fight Superman in the movies. Him and Henry Cavill, they're good friends. It makes every sense in the world that he would be, on board of trying to bring in Henry Cavill for this franchise, for this part of the universe. And I think, like I said before, if anyone is going to save the Snyderverse, it's probably going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And so again, the thing you have to think about here is, Warner Brothers brought in J.J. Abrams. Like they spent like $250 million, $250 million, I think, to get him for 5 years. And we hear about Justice League Dark. Okay, cool. But then we hear about Ta-Nehisi Coates, and he's doing the Black Superman, Val Zod, with J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, who has wanted to do Superman for a long time, wrote Superman Flyby a long time ago. And, that movie that McG was going to direct, and Henry Cavill was actually cast as Superman in, by the way. But if he wanted to tackle Superman, why isn't he tackling Superman with this, right? Why isn't he tackling Superman with this at all? And he should be, because that's kind of his go-to, right? Remember, Star Wars, Star Trek. He boosts up these franchises, at least from like a geekdom perspective. He launches them. So if he's going to be rebuilding the DCEU, then of course you think he would start with Superman. What I think is that, and again, JJ is friends with Zack Snyder. It's one of those things. It's like where James Gunn was let go, and nobody wanted to do anything. So it's one of those issues where it's very fascinating to see what exactly is going to be happening next. And yes, I completely agree with Jack here when he says The Rock is the key. And so if you agree with me that The Rock is the key, then let me know. Like, hit one in the chat. I think that's going to be pretty good.